Hello, here we have this man provoking one of the greatest strikers to ever grace mixed martial arts. Michael Venom Page is so very skilled, yet this man here is trying to get into Michael's head. He's standing in front of him, he's trying to take shine from him, he's trying to make him angry, but it's not working. Michael's remaining calm, but he's asserting his own dominance as well. Don't play this game with me. Do not play this game with me. The guy tries to retaliate and Michael just pushes him for that. So here we have Michael Venom Page. He fights at a longer range, he slips and overhands the shoulder. He could have clattered chin, that could have ended early, and now he's provoking his opponent. He's taunting. Michael Venom Page fights at a longer range with hands down. He fights like a surfer with his hands out, lots of balance so that he can move in and out very effectively. And so the ref doesn't like this. Now he goes in again with a slip overhand as his opponent engages to cover that distance. He falls to the canvas and Michael Venom Page from there taunts him. He taunts him for being on the ground and he starts kicking the legs. Now he gets on top and he starts hammering elbows. Michael Venom Page does have exceptional groundwork, as I've seen him with Demetrius Johnson. He can defend the takedown very well, but versus people his size who diligently they essentially train specifically to grapple with him, they are definitely going to have a better time versus an elite striker than to actually just strike with him. Yep, that's the game you play versus Michael Venom Page. You need to grapple with him because he's so skilled in the striking, and he also plays a game that people aren't accustomed to. Now, because of his provocation, the ref is taking a point away from him because he was taunting. 1 point, and it goes back, and you see his hands down style, wide stance, bladed stance, that kung fu stance, and then he comes in, he misses, opponent ducks, and then he frames, he pushes, gets back into his range, and he plays that game again. Now he engages with a knee, knows his opponent is going to duck again. He made the read. Instead of going for an overhand, he feinted the overhand and went for a knee, knowing his opponent would duck, and he clattered his consciousness. He is very high in fight IQ, very elastic, very springy, very bouncy, and he's just always out of range until you engage or until he engages, and covering that distance is the game he plays. If you have to cover the distance, he makes a read against your decision and counters you, or look at that celebration. Or if you're tentative, waiting for him, waiting for your own move, he catches you from a distance. Essentially playing a different game of chess.